So I was 20 years old, and I was in school at the time. I was at UC Davis. I just need to break things up a little bit. I want to try something new and do something kind of spontaneous. I got myself a ticket to Europe and packed up a backpack and took off. I was by myself, and I had gone over to an internet cafe to write an email to my mom that I was okay, and to my a connection I had that I was on my way, and somebody kind of took me from the street on the way back to the hostel. He sexually assaulted me in a new place in a strange town. I didn't know where I was. I had no grasp of landmarks. Eventually, I made it back to the hostel. As a result of that experience, I came back home and experienced depression and isolation and anxiety in a way that I never really had before. And I certainly didn't recognize that at the time. So the Powerful Voices Project is a nonprofit that's working to raise awareness and reduce stigma around sexual assault, and to really enhance the conversation around survivors of sexual assault. And that's men and women and everyone who may experience sexual assault in their lifetimes. We are doing that work by sharing stories using the medium of film. So we create short documentary-style films on anyone who comes to share their story. I think the most important thing for people who've experienced this to know is that you're not alone in having experienced this. There's nothing shameful about having experienced this, and most importantly, nothing that you did, said, wore, drank, anything makes it your fault. My goal with this project is to inspire people who've never spoken up about their experience, people who've had this in their past before, and maybe it's something they haven't put a label on yet, or maybe it's something that they haven't quite processed yet, but it's always there to say it out loud, to share it with somebody, a family member or a partner or a therapist or anybody, to share that story. There's so much power, and we've seen this sort of time and time again with taboo or controversial topics. There's so much power to putting a face and a story to a crime or an epidemic or a disease, whatever, or an identity, whatever it is, and that's what we're doing with this.